And there's quite a lot of sort of like gang culture. I live in Willesden, which is sort of near Wembley, and recently we got threatened by a gang, and they sent a bullet through the post of our house. We got an envelope through our letterbox with a bullet inside it, which sounds quite threatening, but in reality it wasn't really travelling fast enough to do any real damage. I don't want to sort of give the impression that I've had sort of like a really crap life or anything like that. You know, there have been loads of sort of inspirational figures in my childhood. You know, I surrounded myself with them. You know, for instance, like my father to me was like Nelson Mandela. In the sense that he spent several years in prison and I've never met him. And so I was instead sort of brought up by my mother and a stepfather, or sort of a fake dad, or faux pa. You're laughing at a broken home, you bastards. I went home to visit them a couple of weeks ago. My mum was sat at the kitchen table and she was writing something down. I said, "Mum, what are you writing?" And she said, "Well, Glenn, I'm writing my bucket list." Now, I'm assuming most people here know what a bucket list is. Until a few weeks ago, I had absolutely no idea. I said, "What is a bucket list?" And my mum said, "Well, Glenn, a bucket list is like a to-do list, but it's different in the sense of it's a to-do list of things you need to do before you die." And I said, "There is no other kind of to-do list." And she said, "Don't be cheeky," and I said, "You look like an old bitch," and we quarrelled. But the point is, what this exchange and subsequent tirade sort of influenced me to do is it inspired me to sort of write my own list, which isn't a bucket list as such, but it's rather a list of what I consider interesting facts about myself, which I'd like to present to you this evening. Is that okay? Yeah. Excellent. Right, now this will be done through the medium of one-liners, so if any of you regret saying yes, it's too late, on we plough. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to direct one-liners individually to individual members of the audience, and that way it's quite nice because it's your own sort of individual, personal sort of joke, and if it goes down badly, it sort of reflects worse on you. I don't make the rules, guys, that's just how it is. So we'll start with you, sir. We'll start with you. What's your name, sir?
Steve.
Steve, lovely to meet you, Steve. I'm Glenn. Right, interesting fact about myself. I recently found out, you know the whole dog is for life thing? I found out that that just means the dog's life. So I can stop dragging Hector around with me. You, madam, what's your name?
Sarah.
Sarah, lovely to meet you, Sarah. I'm Glenn. Like recently, you might have tried this yourself. I put a tooth in some milk, and within 5 minutes, it lost me my job at Cravendale. You did okay, we can still do better, we can still do better. You, sir, what's your name?
I'm Mark.
Mark, lovely to meet you, Mark. I'm Glenn. I hate acronyms and everything they stand for.